For a hot flash. Once again, welcome to RecoveryFest 2014. I'm Kelly Martinez with Core 104. Everybody doing all right? I think I said, is everybody doing all right? You guys see how easy that is? You should just do that on the first one. All right. Just real quickly, I want to say thanks again to El Joselito. Thank you so much for providing that delicious food. And of course the yummy cake as well, provided by the Regional Advisory Board. Thank you so much, you guys. Appreciate that. And Chartwells, you guys are amazing too. Now, all of our vendors are here for you guys. Make sure that you pay all of their vendor booths a visit. And just spend a couple minutes with them. They went through a lot of hard work to be here today and volunteering their time. So the least we can do is grace them by stopping by their booths and look at all their hard work and dedication they went to, and get a lot of information provided for them from them as well to help us out in better education as far as helping out those around us to let us know that recovery is possible. At this time, I would like to, is Resound here? Right on. At this time, I'd like to bring Resound front and center. They're going to be singing our national anthem, so we'd like your attention at this time, please. Resound, come to the stage. Big round of applause for Resound, everybody. It's Resound. It's a typo. Resound. These guys are all on the rebound, ladies, so. I'm sorry, it's a typo. Okay, Kevin, thank you. You think that's something we hear I talk about them on the show on Monday? It's our national anthem with Resound, everybody. Big round of applause for it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, we're so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free, land of the free, and the home of the brave.
That's Resound, everybody. Big round of applause. Hey, Resound, weren't you guys at a Grays game this year?
What?
A couple different times, weren't you?
Braves game?
A Grays game. You made the big time. I got you guys a gig. Were you at a Grays game, though?
Yeah.
Couple different, yeah. Amazing job, you guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thanks for being here. That's Resound. They're not on the rebound. At this time, I would like to bring forth Mayor England. Say a few words. Mayor England, everybody.
Isn't Kelly good? He can take a mistake and make it look like it was somebody. Just because he can't read, he's saying it's a typo, you know? Good for you. The first thing I need to do is excuse Mayor Black. He would love to be here. He and I communicated several times today. I suppose it would be appropriate for me to share with you that he's got an older brother who was given some pretty bad health news this week, and he's with him at this point in time. And I'm sure that he and his family could use our prayers and our faith at this time. So if you just take the opportunity to remember him and think about him, I'm sure when it's appropriate to make any other announcement, he'll make it. But we miss him. I wish he was here. I'm grateful for him, and I'm grateful for his friendship. Now, I've got some good news and some bad news for you. There's a great big proclamation over here, and they've asked me to read it. It's big and long and somewhat boring. The good news is I forgot my glasses. I forgot my reading glasses. So I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm sorry. But I will tell you that what it does is talk about the great work that is going on in these communities by organizations like this. It puts a stamp of approval on them, and it asks the people in the cities of Chubbuck and Pocatello to get behind these things and to get actively involved in helping one another. And that's what it's all about. That's what this kind of an organization, this kind of event is about, is to reach out to each other. Is there anybody here who can raise their hand and say that they haven't had any trouble with any kind of an addiction, or maybe headed down a road they shouldn't have headed down? Kelly tried to put his hand up, but it went back down. Every one of us need a helping hand from time to time, and I'm grateful that there are people in places to help us when that happens. And I want to encourage each one of us to constantly be that way. The neat thing about the society we live in is one day we're being helped up, the next day we're being the helper. We can help somebody else. Now let me share with you, I'm going to test my memory here. I memorized a poem that came to mean a lot to me, but I memorized it in high school. And that was about 30 years ago. A little more than that, actually. And I'm going to see if I can remember it enough to share it with you, because it's really talking about what happens with these kind of organizations and things like tonight. It's called Crossroads. He stood at the crossroads all alone, the sunlight in his face. He took no thought for the world unknown. He was set for a manly race. But the road stretched east, and the road stretched west, and the lad knew not which road was best. He chose the road that led him down, and he lost the race and the victor's crown. Another day at the self-same place a lad with high hope stood. He too was seeking the manly race. He too was seeking the things that were good. But one stood there that the roads did know, and he showed the lad the way he should go. He walks today the highways fair, because one stood at the crossroads there to show him the better way. That's what it's all about. There are better ways, and when we find one of our fellow men headed down a road they shouldn't, we need to beckon them back. We need to be the person standing at the crossroad to put up the signal sign and say there is a better way, and I can teach you that better way, and we can work on it together. I am grateful for RecoveryFest and what it means. I endorse it with all of my heart. I know Brian Blatt does too. Go forward from events like this. This is a pretty good sized group, but when you talk about the people that need to be touched, we need to be the ones carrying this message to our friends and neighbors to make sure that everybody's involved. Thank you very much for being here, and thank you for the opportunity to address you.
Yeah!
Mary England, thank you so much. You know, there was a movie that came out a long time ago. Some of what Mary England was talking about kind of reminded me of was when Al Pacino was a movie called Anybody See Scent of a Woman? Where he said, I always knew when I was going down the paths of life which road to take. Without question, I knew the right way to go, but I never did it. You want to know why? Because it was too damn hard. Well, I see a lot of people here that chose that other path. They went down it, and then guess what? They got some help along the way, like what Mary England was talking about. Sometimes we choose the wrong paths in life, but you know what? That doesn't make you a bad person. You just made a bad decision. And all of us do that. I don't care who you are. Everybody here, we've all made a bad decision at one time or another. But it doesn't mean you need to pay the rest of your life for it. And that's what recovery is all about. So thank you guys, one and all, for everybody being here. Mary England, thank you so much. This time I'd like to bring up our next guest speaker. I've known him for a while. but never in his courtroom. Not yet. I guess never say never. At this time, I'd like to bring up a good friend and a great friend in the community, Honorable Judge Carnorolli, everybody.
Well, I see a lot of familiar faces out there. Not that everybody's been in trouble. I have, whether you've been in trouble or not, you're my friend anyways. But the recovery community actually is teaching the people who are sitting on the bench with the robes. We can't hand it down and say, thou shalt recover and have you recover. It doesn't happen. You help each other recover, and you're helping teach us that's the way to go. Nobody has recovered in a jail yet that I know of, or that anybody else knows of. Jail's not a solution. A probation where somebody's stepping on your neck all the time is not a solution. The solution is recovery, and you folks are the solution. And this RecoveryFest just keeps growing every year. I'm humbled to be asked to speak to you. It's nice to see all of you. I recognize so many faces, and it's not because you've been in trouble. Thanks for asking me to be here.
Go!
I hope I only see you here. Judge Carnorolli, everybody, big round of applause. Thank you so much. And he's actually been asked to replace Judge Jody when she retires. Can you imagine him on TV? That'd be awesome. All right, at this time, it's my privilege to bring up to you a personal recovery message from a very dear friend of all of ours, Mr. Lassahn-Worrell, everyone.
Unfortunately, I did bring my reading glasses. Actually, I write stuff down because my memory sometimes isn't the best. Thank you, Kelly. There was a headline from 2 days ago in Hagerstown, Maryland. Mental illness likely in deaths of 3 in hot car. Cincinnati, Ohio in May. No way out. Heroin addicts trapped in deadly maze. We could all quote several types of these headlines. We see them on the news nearly every day. We know the stories of the darkness of mental illness and addiction. Martin Luther King said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that." I have chosen to come out of the darkness. I am Lassahn-Worrell, and I am a person in long-term recovery. When I say that, it means that it has not been necessary for me to use alcohol or be impacted by mental illness for over 5 years. I have chosen to come out of the darkness because being committed to recovery has given me and my son, Reese, new purpose and hope for the future. This is the hope that I want all to attain, whether they are in recovery, family members of those that have been affected, or those not yet in active recovery. I have chosen to come out of the darkness. I am now speaking out because active recovery has helped me to change my life for the better, and I want to make it possible for others to do the same. As a result of active recovery, I have graduated with a bachelor's degree with high marks. I am now pursuing a master's degree at Idaho State University in the areas of English and linguistics, subjects that I love and am passionate about. I have desires that I believe can be fulfilled, and that is the absolute dictionary definition of hope. I am engaged in activities that bring me joy, whether drinking coffee with friends, helping community organizations, discussing the history of the English language with peers, or my son beating me at Call of Duty. I am comfortable in public, which is something I didn't used to have. I lived my life in a closet, both before I entered active recovery and during my early years in active recovery. I have chosen to come out of the darkness. In spite of what I have already said about myself, I still have life troubles. I make mistakes as a father, a friend, a student, an employee, or a companion. I make mistakes in all areas of my life. What is different today is that my mistakes don't define who I am. I am defined by what I believe in and what I do about those beliefs. I am no longer defined by the years of hopelessness and despair. I am no longer defined by my years of clutching a bottle, seeking relief through alcohol. I am no longer defined by my time clutching a cup of coffee while sitting in a psychiatric ward. I am defined by who I am now. I believe I have to come out of the darkness. For me, and I think others, the subject of recovery is embarrassing and filled with stigma. Many enter recoveries in basements, darkened church halls, or hospitals outside of the public view. I felt that embarrassment every time I walked into the doors of one of those buildings. The voice of recovery, until now, has been a silent voice. This perpetuates the stigma of mental illness and addiction, and this stigma is a barrier to a possible future of hope, happiness, and freedom. I have chosen to come out of the darkness, standing in the light to be seen, and be seen as a person in active recovery. Every time I do it, I become more free. And for me, more freedom is more hope. Those gathered here today are coming out of the darkness. All of you in the crowd, Mayor England, Judge Carnorolli, those displaying, friends of those in recovery, those in recovery themselves, we are moving to step into the light. We can choose to come out of the darkness. Look around you at the crowd here, the displayers. Many pathways to recovery are here. And there are many pathways not here that are available through churches, counseling, peers, recovery coaches, exercise, education, family support, technology, modern medicine. Just to name a few, the path doesn't matter if people come to active recovery. If we bring our faces and voices into the light, we can, one mind at a time, bring about change. We can remove stigma. We can get more people help. We can eliminate the misery of so many. I considered repeating shock-invoking statistics, but if you are here, you already know them. How do we come more into the light? How can we make a difference? There are many ways it can be done. There are established organizations like Many Faces, One Voice in our nation's capital. There is the local Southeast Idaho Recovery Support Services Committee. There are organizations trying to begin local recovery support organizations. And here's my shameless plug, and Recovery Idaho. But regardless of how you get involved, whatever level it is at, federal, state, local, with your own families, remember, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. I thank you for your attention.
Those are words of power, words to live by. Big round of applause. Lassahn-Worrell, everybody. That is one strong individual to sit up here and go into his life like what he did. But, I think it takes people like Bryce to get up here and do that, because all of a sudden, sometimes the problems that I've had in life now, Bryce, they don't seem so bad. And it's education and knowledge is power, so thank you. That's what RecoveryFest is all about. Stories like Bryce, stories of recovery, and it's always going to be recovery. But as long as people like Bryce and the rest of us have places we can go, support groups, family, loved ones, facilities and places where we know that we're going to be embraced, there's always hope. And hope is a good thing. So once again, thanks to everybody for being here today and tonight. Special thanks to Jody Owens. Is Jody Owens here?
She's over here.
Jody, don't hide. Oh, Jody coming up here?
I'm right here, but the person I need is
Laurie, where's Laurie at?
over there by the
Laurie's over by the balloons?
building.
Oh, she's over by, she's by the potties. I'm sitting here going, Laurie's over by the balloons. I'm going, what balloons? Oh, those blue ones out there that you go potty in. I didn't know they were called balloons. All right, well, have Laurie come on up here. I think we have a special presentation for her. Was that right? Courtesy of Jody Owens. Road to Recovery. All right, come on up here, Laurie.
So I just wanted to take a second to tell Laurie we appreciate her years of service at Road to Recovery. She's starting a new adventure this next week, and we're going to miss her greatly. And we're excited for you, but we're sad. So thank you. And this is a token of our appreciation. So we can give Laurie a round of applause.
That was sweet. I take care of the plants.
Road to Recovery, Laurie, way to go. Congratulations. Alrighty, now, you know, I think we might have missed this guy, but I think we kind of did it on purpose. Because how do you miss a guy wearing a cape? Guest speaker, guys. Pharmacist Phil, everybody.
Alright, so, yeah, I'm going to take this thing into my own hands. First of all, I need kids up here. If you're a 90-year-old kid, I don't care. If you're a 5-year-old kid, I don't care. Where are my kids at? I need kids right up here because I need your guys' help. Come on, don't be scared. I promise. You get like 2. Yeah, this dude's got it. Follow this dude. He's the Pied Piper. Come on up. I got like some tattoos for you. I know a lot of you guys got tattoos from me, but I got more for you just right up here in front of the stage. So we're gonna do a fun song together, okay? You guys cool with that? I like this. This is good. So my name's Pharmacist Phil. How you guys doing? Good. So I like working with kids, and I like having fun with kids, and we're going to have fun tonight. Is that okay with you guys? All right, so what we're going to do in just a second, we're going to learn how to sing this song together, and then we're going to teach it to all these people out here. Sound good to you guys? All right, so here's the first part of the song. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sing it, and then I'm going to have you guys repeat it back after me. Does that sound good? All right, so it's going to go like this. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Can you guys do that? Your turn. Let's try it. Ooh, whoa, whoa. All right, so you got that. Let's do it one more time. Because some of you are like, wait, what word are we saying? It's just whoa. Ready? Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, that's good. And then the next thing we're going to say is, we're saving lives everywhere. Okay? So it goes like this. We're saving lives everywhere. And then you guys do. We're saving lives everywhere. Good. And then we do the whoa thing again. Ready? Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, these guys got it. Can you hear them? That's awesome. And then the last line, this is all you have to do, is, you guys know it? No, you don't know it, you do. No? Some things we just never share. It's good to share a lot of things, but there's some things, and that's what we're learning here tonight, some things you don't want to share. So we sing that last. So it says, some things we just never share. You guys do that? All right, so let's put it all together, then we're going to start the song, and then I'm going to have you guys help us clap, all right? So it goes like this. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're saving lives everywhere. Yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Some things we just never share. They got it. All right, we're going to start this song. All right. So I need all the adults, everybody back there, you're going to be our band. You're going to help put your hands together like this. Here we go. All right, you guys ready? We're going to sing it one time. Here we go. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Some saving lives everywhere. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Some things we just never share. One more time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're saving lives everywhere. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Some things we just never share. Shake it, lies everywhere. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Share your heart, share your toys, all you good girls and boys. Share your thoughts, share your dreams. Those are all real good things. Sometimes you're ill, need a pill. Listen up, here's the deal. If it came from your doc, you gotta lock it up. Alright, let's get those hands. Lock it up, lock it up. Lock it up. It's up to me and you changing the things we do. So if you're with me, then sing. Come on, you guys, sing it out now. Let me hear you now. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more time. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. We're saving lives everywhere. Thank you guys. Hey, everybody, big round of applause for these kids up here. Thank you guys so much. It's awesome. Anybody? There we go. All right. Thanks, guys.
Pharmacist Phil, don't go anywhere. Big round of applause, first of all. But just a couple questions. There was a message in that song. Why don't you share a little bit about what that message is in the song to these folks here tonight?
Yeah, so it's real simple. Teaching kids how to teach their parents to lock up their prescription meds. It's a huge problem in our schools, all over our country. Idaho is not immune to it. And so the whole idea is that, yeah, there's a lot of things in life we teach our kids to share, but we need to teach them about something you don't share, and that's your prescription medication. It's available in all of our households. Kids know it. As they get older, they're very familiar with that. So we want to teach them that that's not something you do. It's very harmful to your body, to your friends' bodies, and you as parents, as grandparents, we give you guys resources and ways you can lock those up and keep them out of the reach of children, because we want to reach them young before it's even an option for them to fall into traps like that. So that's what that song's about. And very shortly, in about 2 weeks, that song's available on iTunes. So you guys will be able to actually buy that on iTunes. It's called Lock It Up. So thanks a lot, man.
Pharmacist Phil, everybody. And kids, if you know any kids at school that are trying to sell you pharmaceutical medication from mom and dad, make sure you let a teacher know, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Alrighty, you guys, a big round of applause for all of our special guests. Just a fantastic job, and RecoveryFest 2014 is not possible without all you guys. So everybody else set to enjoy some more live entertainment with Hot Flash? Okay, with that being said, we're going to bring it back to the stage. Ladies are going to rock the house, but before they get up here, make sure that you definitely pay a visit to all of our vendors that are here that went through a lot of hard work to be here for us, and the education that they're presenting, because knowledge is power, okay? They provide a lot of great education for us, so make sure you take advantage of that and pay them a visit while you're here. I'm Kelly Martinez with 4104. Thank you so much for being here, RecoveryFest 2014. Let's get Hot Flash back up here, everybody.